Welcome to my channel. My name is Riley. This is a look into a week of me styling my wavy hair with the curly girl method. I'm pretty new to it, so if I make any mistakes, if you have any suggestions, please leave them below. Otherwise, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. So today is really a simple day. You can see that there's almost nothing going on with my hair. I'm going to hopefully insert some better pictures, but you can see, at least in this lighting, my hair is loose waves, barely waves. And I really didn't do much to my hair today, but I did use a mask instead of a regular conditioner, which I think does weigh my hair down a little, and I didn't use the styler that I usually use. So my first thing that I used, I got my hair wet. I just cleansed my scalp with the Activated Bamboo Charcoal and Purple Moonstone shampoo by the Not Your Mother's Naturals. Didn't use the conditioner today. And this was the first time I used this mask, and it is the Heritage Masquerade Transforming Hair Mask. And I got this because I needed something really nourishing. My hair sometimes feels dry. I don't think it's protein. So this is really thick, really strong smelling. I'll use this, but I'm going to be on the hunt for a new mask. It's just not great. And then while my hair was sopping wet and I rinsed it out, I squished to condition, you know, I applied the Eco Styler Crystal. Not my favorite. I am definitely going to look for a new gel, but I already bought another one of these. I wanted to try the olive oil one. Like I said, it's okay. I use a lot of water to water it down. So this just isn't my favorite thing ever. And it doesn't really hold my hair. This is basically what my hair would look like if I had no product in it. I've been more heavy-handed with this. I've been less heavy-handed, and really, honestly, the best way for me to apply this is when my hair is damp and not wet. So after I apply that, I plop in just a regular shower cap for the rest of my shower, so I don't have to worry about re-wetting my hair or anything, or really it like just dripping down because I try to leave it pretty wet. You can see there's like some frizz. I feel like this is just a weird hair day that I don't normally get. And then after my shower, I do my skincare. I put in my contacts, and then I take my hair out of the shower cap. I micro plop, I think is what it's called. I'm very new to this, but this is just, like I said, I just wanted to share my routine. I micro plop and I get all of the excess water out of my hair. And then I do plop, which also typically contributes to my hair not drying that wavy, unfortunately. If I micro plop, it typically dries a little better, and then if I diffuse after, that's when I notice I have the better hair days. This is day 2 hair, and you can see me, I'm just pulling my hair out of the bun that it was in, that I sleep in, and I don't really do a pineapple, but I'm just assessing my hair, making sure, you know, that there's no tangles, seeing how oily it is, what kind of waves I've got. Looks a little bit wavier than the day before, but still not too wavy, pretty loose waves. Doesn't look too greasy, a little bit of frizz, but not much. And again, just making sure there's no knots. My hair tends to tangle pretty easily. And then I am pulling out my dry shampoo instead of using the spray. I've been using the foam, which I like, but it does, if you use too much, it does make my hair a little greasy. So I'm just putting that much on each side, and I just kind of tap it in. It looks like I'm like hitting my head, but just tapping it in and really making sure it's absorbed and not oily, not too much. I see that I need a little bit more, so I put some on the other side, since it didn't really get the front of that, and the back. It just kind of got parts of it. Just running it through, gives my hair a little bit of volume, and I don't really do much else with my hair today. Looks fine, I let it go. Not very wavy, but that's what it is today. This is day 3, and this is day 1 hair completely dry and scrunched, and I'm just showing you what I used to achieve this. This is a pretty weird wash day for me. Some good waves, tighter waves than I typically get, but they're pretty inconsistent, but I think they're just more defined than usual, and you can see some are actually starting to curl. I used my Not Your Mother's Naturals Activated Charcoal Purple Moonstone shampoo and conditioner, which I really like. I scrunched with the Curl Talk Mousse, and then I scrunched with the Eco Styler Crystal Gel. This is my hair drying today. It looks like kind of a mess, and I have some clips. If I do that, it tends to give me a little bit more volume on the crown of my head. Today I had to clarify a little. I have some, I forgot what it's called, but it's psoriasis on my scalp, and dandruff shampoo doesn't really work except for this, which is the Nizoral. And I just have a little one of these. And this is often what I'll clarify with, and I clarify probably more than the average person following Curly Girl does, or I'll use this Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo. Both are good. This one treats my scalp a little bit more. I used a strong shampoo. I really wanted to use a mask, so I used the Heritage Masquerade, which I think I used in one of my other videos. And this I didn't really like the first time I used it, but I used, I think, a little bit more this time and really worked it in my hair, and I did like this. I don't know if I'll repurchase this, but this time I liked it. We'll see how my hair feels once it dries. And then I've never really used more than 2 products at a time, so this I do like. I think I like this more when I refresh my hair. I don't think it does much to help with the curl and the clumps, but it's the Coconut Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and I like this. Like I said, I just think it's better served on a refresh day. I wet it down really, really well, and then I smooth it through my hair, and then I scrunch, and it seems to really refresh my hair nicely. And he's my favorite product. Anytime I use this, I get good results. This is the Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator. And I just only put 1 pump. Usually I put 2 pumps, half and then half. But I just did 1 because I already put the smoothie in my hair. So I just did 1 of this. And then for the first time, I'm really curious about this, I tried the LA Looks Extreme Sport Gel. It feels like it has a cast on it, and usually I don't get much of a cast using my Eco Styler. So I'll check back in later when my hair is dry, probably before I scrunch up the cast. So a few hours later, my hair finally dried, and this is what it looks like with the cast still on. And then I start scrunching, so I give a pretty good overview of before, and then I'll show after, but I just wanted to show how I scrunched it out. And this took several minutes, so I sped it up for 4 times or something like that. And some big clumps I kind of scrunch out. I prefer volume over really good definition because I have such flat hair naturally. And here's what it looks like after. I'm pretty happy with this. I thought this was a great wash day. Today's day 2 hair, and you can see I don't pineapple my hair. My hair doesn't tend to stay in a pineapple, and it seems to get really stretched out when I do. So this is the first time I'm taking my hair down today, and it was pretty wavy yesterday. I'm a little nervous it's going to be really knotty today. And I know you're not really supposed to, but I do tend to finger comb some waves. You can see that there's like a knot here. I tend to get knots back there. Now, I'm gonna dampen my hair, not a lot, but you might not be able to see this part, but I just put it in the sink and just run my hand through it. The front part tends to get really straight. I'm just, again, kind of just running my hands through. And I just use the Batiste Waterless Mousse. I don't think it's not Curly Girl. It has silicones in it. But I looked them up and I believe they're all water soluble. So I feel okay putting that in my hair. Just put it in my roots as much as I can get in there. I was always nervous to use foam dry shampoo, but the powder dry shampoo, the aerosol, it tends to give me a lot of buildup, and I seem to do better without it. So far, so good. So I'm not using a lot. I'm using this much for half of my hair. So here's how my hair is looking, a little frizzy, but overall wavy. This is just later that day once it's dried and I scrunched out the crunch from the mousse.